In this video, we'll be sharing our list of the 7 most dangerous countries in Europe in 2024, based on the Global Peace Index, or GPI. The higher the GPI score, the more dangerous the country is. So, let's get started. At number 7, we have Kosovo, with a GPI score of 70. Kosovo is a disputed territory in the Balkans that declared its independence from Serbia in 2008. However, there are still conflicts and tensions between the two sides. Kosovo is also poor, corrupt, and has landmines, explosives, and violent protests. You may need a visa to enter the country, depending on your nationality. At number 6, we have Turkey, with a GPI score of 69. Turkey is a transcontinental country that straddles both Europe and Asia, and has a rich and diverse culture and history. However, Turkey also faces many challenges, such as political instability, human rights violations, refugee crisis, and terrorism. Turkey has been involved in several military operations in Syria and Iraq, and has strained relations with some of its neighbors. Turkey is also a frequent target of terrorist attacks, especially in major cities. You should exercise caution and avoid areas near the borders, as well as public gatherings and demonstrations. At number 5, we have Russia, with a GPI score of 66. Russia is the largest country in the world by area, and spans across 2 continents, Europe and Asia. Russia is known for its rich culture, literature, art, and architecture, as well as its natural wonders. However, Russia is also notorious for its high crime rate, corruption, authoritarian regime, and aggression towards other countries. Russia has been involved in several wars and conflicts, such as the annexation of Crimea, the war in eastern Ukraine, the intervention in Syria, and the cyber attacks on other nations. Russia is also a hotspot for human trafficking, drug smuggling, and organized crime. You should be aware of the risks and follow the local laws and customs. At number 4, we have Ukraine, with a GPI score of 64. Ukraine is a country in Eastern Europe that has a long and turbulent history. Ukraine is famous for its beautiful landscapes, such as the Carpathian Mountains and the Black Sea coast. However, Ukraine is also one of the most dangerous countries in Europe due to the ongoing war in its eastern regions, where pro-Russian separatists are fighting against the government forces. The war has claimed thousands of lives and displaced millions of people, and has also led to a humanitarian crisis and a nuclear threat. You should avoid the conflict zones and check the latest security updates before visiting the country. At number 3, we have Belarus, with a GPI score of 63. Belarus is a landlocked country in Eastern Europe that borders Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia. Belarus is known for its medieval castles, such as the Mir Castle and the Nesvish Castle, as well as its vast forests and wildlife, such as the Belovezhskaya Pushchan National Park. However, Belarus is also one of the most dangerous countries in Europe due to its oppressive dictatorship, human rights abuses, and civil unrest. Belarus has been ruled by Alexander Lukashenko since 1994, who has been accused of rigging elections, cracking down on dissent, and suppressing the media and the opposition. Belarus has also witnessed massive protests and violence since the disputed presidential election in 2020, which sparked a political crisis and international condemnation. You should be extremely careful and avoid any political activities or demonstrations. At number 2, we have Armenia, with a GPI score of 62. Armenia is a landlocked country in the Caucasus region that borders Turkey, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Iran. Armenia is one of the oldest civilizations in the world and has a rich culture, religion, and cuisine. Armenia is also home to some of the most stunning natural and historical attractions, such as the Mount Ararat, the Lake Sevan, and the Geghard Monastery. However, Armenia is also one of the most dangerous countries in Europe due to its long-standing conflict with Azerbaijan over the disputed territory of Nagorno-Karabakh. The conflict has resulted in several wars and skirmishes, the most recent one being in 2020, which ended with a ceasefire agreement that left many Armenians dissatisfied and angry. You should avoid the border areas and be aware of the potential for violence and unrest. And finally, at number 1, we have Azerbaijan, with a GPI score of 61. Azerbaijan is a country in the Caucasus region that borders Armenia, Iran, Russia, Georgia, and Turkey. Azerbaijan is known for its oil and gas resources, its modern and ancient architecture, and its diverse culture and music. Azerbaijan is also famous for its natural wonders, such as the mud volcanoes, the fire temple, and the burning mountain. However, Azerbaijan is also the most dangerous country in Europe due to the same reasons as Armenia, namely the conflict over Nagorno-Karabakh. Azerbaijan has been accused of committing war crimes, human rights violations, and ethnic cleansing against the Armenian population in the region. Azerbaijan is also notorious for its corruption, censorship, and authoritarianism. You should avoid the conflict zones and respect the local laws and traditions. So there you have it, the 7 most dangerous countries in Europe in 2024, according to the Global Peace Index. Of course, this does not mean that you should not visit these countries, as they all have their own beauty and charm, and many people travel there safely and enjoyably. However, you should always do your research, plan ahead, and take precautions to ensure that you have a safe and memorable trip. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.